Whether it goes on your sales funnel, your sales pages, your videos, your Facebook posts, whether it goes on your Instagram. One thing many people don't think about is their messaging. Now, why is messaging so crucial? It is really, if you take a look at all of the top marketers, thought leaders, experts, if you really look at their pattern and what they do, you will see that every single time their messaging is consistent. And what I'm going to help you do in these 5 days over here is for you to think about your messaging, because that's something many people don't think about. Now, so for example, if you heard from, let's say, Tony Robbins, right? How many of you have heard of Tony Robbins? Right? Okay, thank you. Now, if you've heard from Tony Robbins, you will see whether you attended his live event in Unleash the Power Within or whether you read his book, you'll realize that he always shares the same stories. What type of stories? He'll always talk about how when he was broke in New York, he had no money, he would be washing his dishes in his bathtub in New York, right? If you listen to someone like Les Brown, amazing motivator, right? You gotta be hungry. All these things, he will tell you the story of how he was brought up in an orphanage in Liberty City, where he was broke in Miami, and his mom would take care of him, and he always tell the same story over and over and over again. If you listen to someone like Brendon Burchard, right? Amazing personal development guy. He will always talk about the story of how a near-death accident made him realize that at the end of our lives, we'll all ask the question, did I live, did I love, did I even matter? Right? And all of his videos, all of his books, all of his seminars are based upon that. Right? And that's his message. So the thing that I'm going to help you do, the second thing, is to really think about your messaging. We are going to develop a trunk of messages, core messages, that you can use over and over again in your entire sales funnel, in your social media platforms, in Facebook. Because the strategy to creating content consistently is not about constantly trying to think of new things. It's not. It's about thinking about your messaging and then being consistent with your messaging. Why is that important? Is because, again, facts tell, but stories sell.